told our kids we were getting a divorce, and we told all these Amaga therapists we were getting a divorce. So it was really horrible. And that's when we brought in zero negativity. And every night before we go to bed, we have a calendar now that we sell to others or give to others. And when I do anything negative, and you will point and put it up. And so we do a zero negativity check, and we've transformed our relationship with that. So, if we could do it, any relationship can turn around.
So I think we need to give the formula for a great relationship, and I want to precede it with the fact that a relationship is a process. It's not a destination. It's a journey. What matters is how do you take the journey and how do you help each other along. We're partners in the project, not opponents in the project. In a marriage, same thing would happen in any ecosystem. But here's the kind of three pieces that we find indispensable for safe, thriving relationships, whether it's couples, families, corporations, congregations, schools. You have to talk without polarizing. And so the structure that we have developed, and took us about 28 years to, it may look simple, but it took about 20 years to put together the pieces that would actually work. Those of you who are engineers know it doesn't fall in place. You have to mess with it for a while. So the structured conversation that we demo, and there's more to that, two more pieces to that. And Helen just mentioned zero negativity. What we discovered is we really have to pay attention to the tendency we have to do put-downs. And that's what we call negativity. It's like, what? Where'd you get a stupid idea like that? Where did that come from? I can't believe you would say that. There's nobody in their right mind would ever say anything like that. You've heard those probably all your life, and none of you have ever engaged in anything like that. I'm sure the Google was too enlightened to engage in that. But that's what most of us do. Those are called put-downs. Put-downs trigger rupture connection. They trigger anxiety, activates cortisol. No endorphins there. So now you go into your defenses. And then the only thing you can do is strategic and be tactical. So if you were just decide, no put-downs, and have a culture. Wouldn't it be great if Google had a culture, zero negativity culture here? Then Google. You may have one, and people are working on that. And then the other thing Helen said, just to emphasize it, is affirming of the person you're talking with. Well, thank you very much. Enjoyed being with you today. I really like being your partner. It was great to have this time with you. I just can't believe I'm working with somebody so smart. But just sentences like that. Remember, you're creating safety. And if you do negative, you create polarization. One creates safety, then you have integration, and then you have creativity. That doesn't have a defense built into it. Then that experience produces connecting, and that produces total violence, and that's what you want. And you can have it with your partner, you can have it in the workplace, you can have it with anybody with whom you have a reliable, safe, and predictable relationship through a conversation process. So that's all that. Any other questions? I know we have a few more minutes. Did you want to add anything to what you said?
I have a quick question. So I'm curious if you have, I wrote about different attachment styles. You have like the anxious, being buoyant. I'm curious if you have like an anxious, being buoyant rate. And the first question is now a good time to talk? And the person is saying no. It's never a good time to see what's going on. And obviously the anxious attachment style is like, I want it resolved now, like right now, or I can't do anything else. Not that I'm curious.
I think it sounds so important.
I'm curious how do you put this into practice? So we rushed through the process. Are you available now for an appreciation? Harville could have said, actually, I'm in the middle of something, but if he said that, he has to say when he is available, and then at that time, come and get me. So yes.
So it becomes a culture of agreement that in this culture, in this marriage, in this corporate culture, you can say no. But if you say no, you have to say when. And when you say when, you have to show up then. Because if you don't, you reactivate childhood wounds that are subtly done by all families, which is, mommy, 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 let me tell you about the elephant walking down the street. Mommy says, I can't do that right now, later. And later never comes. So if the kid comes back, mommy, mommy, can't talk to you now, later. After a while, the kid will go away and not ask anymore. Or the kid will escalate until mommy has to come. And whichever one she responds to, the kid will habituate as that's what you have to do to get attention around here. So in order to change it, there have to be agreements that we're all partners in the project of being together. And therefore, if not a good time to talk, that's fine. And tell me when. Because I need predictability. If you tell me when, then I'll say, fine, tomorrow, that's great. And so we'll talk tomorrow. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, you show up. I don't have to come get you. You show up. So you promise you're predictable and reliable. So it has to become a cultural process. So in couplehood with a committed partnership, you invite people to consciously commit to a conscious relationship. And you can also do that in non-intimate settings. Am I answering your question?
Is
there more?
Is there any last comment or two?
Does that mean?
I would say in closing, we were talking to a room full of people in Dallas, and they said, who are, quote, it's an advocates committee, because our first meeting was the advocates committee, and one guy stood up and he said, you all need to find a really big tech company, because, and he's in this business world, but he said, tech companies promised that this technology would strengthen relationships, and in many cases the opposite has happened. And you all should partner with the tech company and get and say, I'm the tech company that's going to fulfill the promise, that we're going to really strengthen relationships in the world. So if y'all know of a tech company that might be interested in talking to us, let us know. Wasn't that a good idea? Yeah. If we're wanting to get it out, isn't that smart?
So if I got that, you're saying. Anyway, so can I give you an appreciation, Coach?
Okay.
I just want to appreciate what a stunning appearance you have today and what clarity of thought in this presentation.
Thank you. I've had a good coach.
You've had a good coach. I appreciate love working with you because you make me look good. And now, we're going to close up with who are we? We are wonderful. I am wonderful. One to the person. You are wonderful. And that is the truth.
By the way, that changed your neurochemistry. The first 5 minutes you were in the room, sure, that puts you into another part of your brain, and as Helen Fisher said, if you listen to her, a whole other set of neurochemicals start flooding through your system instead of cortisol. You had norepinephrine, all sorts of other goodies. So thank you for starting.
You are amazing.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ellen West, and I am beyond thrilled to be here on the stage with Katie Couric, and we're so happy to have Katie here with us. Beyond just so many accomplishments, and
Ellen.
no, I mean, seriously, as someone who watched Katie literally on the world's longest-running Today Show fan, but 15 years as co-anchor of the Today Show, where I think she showed that being a tough, insightful journalist was not incompatible with being a human being and responding to the wide variety of people who came in front of her with kindness and empathy, and that's just been a real inspiration to me, and I know to lots of other people. The first woman to anchor an evening news program solo at CBS Evening News starting in 2006. In 2014, she joined Yahoo as the global news anchor. But in addition to all of that, a best-selling author,